Welcome everyone to the new Autodesk PLM. As we go through this presentation, if you have any questions, please type them into the questions panel on your control panel, and we will get to them at the very end of the webinar. Thank you. Before we get started, talk a little bit about M2 Technologies. M2 Technologies is a consulting firm focused on productivity, improving manufacturing process efficiency, and reducing manufacturing costs. Using generative design and best-in-class manufacturing and asset management processes, our team of industry experts can help you become more sustainable, more profitable, and more prepared to meet the demands of urbanization in a rapidly changing world. We are committed to helping clients realize the business benefits of BIM and asset management quickly and economically by facilitating the use of innovative processes and technologies, whether it's streamlining your product design, maximizing asset longevity, or optimizing your processes. Our team is one of the most experienced groups of manufacturing technology consulting professionals. We partner with world leaders such as Autodesk, Panzura, and EaglePoint to utilize innovative technologies and methodologies to empower sustainable manufacturing and to overcome local challenges. To support this, we provide services in CAD management, simulation, data management, CIO advisory services, and training. My name is Tristan Gunderson. I will be the presenter today. I'm an applications engineer here at M2 Technologies. I work with our clients to help them optimize their workflows, get the most out of their software, and utilize cutting-edge technology. So a quick overview of what we'll be covering today. We'll start by introducing the new Autodesk PLM. We'll look how this can help you get the most out of your PDM and PLM needs. We'll look into the connected project workflow that has been introduced with this new release. And finally, some additional Upchain updates that came along with it. So what is the new Autodesk PLM? Autodesk's new offering is Fusion 360 Manage with Upchain. Now, both Fusion 360 Manage and Upchain come as part of this combined deal. Both of these applications work on their own or as a combined unit to help meet the needs of your company from a PLM and PDM standpoint. So to get a better sense of what we can do with this, let's first look at the individual products. First, we can start with Fusion 360 Manage. Fusion 360 Manage is a cloud-based PLM or product lifecycle management program. This connects with your different departments and different external applications such as your CRM and your ERP and external PDM systems to help you share engineering and business data to collaborate, maintain workflows, schedules, and communicate within the company and with clients outside. To do this, it has centralized and automated workflows, bill of materials, change management, and supplier collaboration, all built in, as well as much more. These highly configurable and customizable roles, workflows, and reporting allows you to control the flow of information and share that amongst your team, your company, and to either suppliers or clients at the far end, keeping everyone on the same page and your data always up to date, and provide active feedback on current processes, orders, and your status of engineering documentation. Upchain is a cloud-based product data management, PDM, and product lifecycle management, PLM software, all built into one. It is configurable, but is built around a out of the box workflow to help control your processes, keep projects moving, while iterating to keep teams working in the CAD and business tool they already know. How it does this is by allowing you to connect uh, all of your data in one place on the cloud. With Upchain and Fusion Manage both being cloud-based, you're able to connect through it through any browser as long as you have the correct credentials to log in. Within Upchain, you're able to store all of your CAD data, so you can have your engineering models, your drawings, any PDFs or other documents, Excel files, all that relates to that engineering data all in one place. It also uses real-time 3D viewers and other tools to actively view, collaborate, and communicate on active designs. Lastly, uh, this product is compatible not only with Autodesk products like Autodesk Inventor and AutoCAD, uh, but is actually extended to also work with SolidWorks, CATIA, and PTC Creo. So no matter what tool you use for your CAD design, you're able to bring those in, store them, and utilize them within Upchain. It also has additional plugins for Microsoft Office and Outlook, so you can keep all of your documents and all of your communication streamlined and accessible. So by bringing these two products together, what we get are some of these key features. We get that multi-CAD data management from Upchain with the ability to push those bill of materials through to Fusion 360 Manage and get all of our reporting and workflows available in there, connecting with our ERP systems, our CRM systems, and all of our departments within the company. This allows for a centralized data and processes, as anyone working in either of these products can push those changes, that information, that data through to all other departments through this combination. It also now comes with mobile access on both of these products, so you can access your information on site, on the go, wherever you need it. Additionally, it has open API accessibility, so you're able to create plugins that will help to achieve your goals beyond the standard out-of-the-box offerings of the two products. You can use this for design, collaboration, and review. Both programs individually have 3D viewers and collaboration tools to help create markups, view designs and design changes, and communicate those within the company and outside of it. It additionally has key tools for new product introduction, being able to manage the life cycle of items, send them to release, and send them to manufacturing, all within this ecosystem. All is done through maintaining product portfolio, maintaining bill of materials across both applications, using our change management and quality management to document changes that have happened, changes that need to happen, and issues within supply lines or other processes within the planning and executing stages of our design process. It also has built-in supplier collaboration, allowing you to give suppliers and clients access to key parts of engineering data for transferring of information or documentation, as well as tools to send requests for quote directly to suppliers, all within the application. So you don't have to uh, worry about trying to communicate and maintain those information through emails. All of it can be input directly by the supplier through the workflows and business processes inside the tools. And lastly, you have dashboards and KPIs that can be customized to quickly give you an overview of the current status of projects, of reporting on active workflows, on supply chain, and all other key information that you need while working in these tools. Getting access to these products, you'll need to supply your users with licenses. These licenses are going to be very similar to what you would be used to if you already use Fusion 360 Manage or Upchain Professional. They're now listed at 4 different tiers, which come with unique offerings for the 2 products. This goes from Enterprise, Professional, Standard, and Participant. At the top level, the Enterprise, you have the highest level of access in both Fusion 360 Manage and Upchain Professional with the Fusion 360 Manage Enterprise. This allows you to access all necessary information within the 2 and be able to set up connections such as to your ERP system. At the next level with the Professional, you're going to be able to work as a power user, as an admin on the 2 sites, or as any user within engineering. Below that, we have our standard and our participant levels. Both of these levels are for a little bit more limited use. The standard for general users who don't need access to the full engineering don't need full engineering access, but still need to be able to access all the documentation and make changes. And then lastly, the participant who will be able to view and consume data within both Fusion 360 Manage and Upchain, but will have limited access to making any changes within the 2 applications. Next, we're going to look at a quick demonstration of how these 2 products are able to connect to create this unified workflow. So we're going to start in our Fusion 360 Manage by creating a new project. We're able to configure our defaults for these projects so that we have different phase gate processes and attributes that are selectable within the creation of these projects. What we're going to do is we'll start by entering the phase gate, and we're going to start this project in order to activate our API system. This API is going to push this information through to Upchain. So when we look for that project we just created in Fusion 360 Manage, we're able to now find it in Upchain as well. Within Upchain, we're then able to input all of our CAD models and engineering data. Once we do this, we're going to actually push these through one of our business processes and send them from a work in progress to a release state. Doing steps like this will again trigger our API to push these new items into our Fusion 360 Manage, where we can view the items and all their applications within here. In Fusion 360 Manage, we are going to have access to that 3D viewer and collaboration tool, just as we would in Upchain. We can find all of those attributes and details in both applications, and even have a quick link to open back to our location for the same item in Upchain, keeping all of our data and documentation unified and easily connected. And lastly, along with this new connection between Upchain and Fusion 360 Manage, we saw some additional updates to Upchain as part of this process. First, we have support for the newest versions of CAD applications. This includes up to 2023 versions of our Autodesk software and SolidWorks 2022. We also see new support for our Inventor Content Center items, being able to recognize previously checked in Content Center items so that we keep our bill of materials consistent across all items. And lastly, support for our suppressed inventor files, being able to recognize those suppressed files within assemblies as we're checking them in and viewing them, so that we again keep all of that information connected and linked as we're moving between Inventor and Upchain. We then have a new added user category, which is organization. This allows us to assign what organization each user belongs to, whether it's internal organizations or an external one. This gives us additional control on user permissions within Upchain so that we can limit the views of different organizations and provide more options for those who are internal. We also now have a clear lock command to help with items that might get locked in a part of a workflow while the user needed to move that workflow forward, may be out of office or have left the company. This allows admin users to cancel those workflows and reopen the item so that it can be edited. We also have new user-generated translations. This allows users to create their own file translations, such as PDF versions of drawings or having a inventor translation of a SolidWorks file. All of that can be created by the users and input and accessible within Upchain, all attached under that one item still. Next, we have some edits to how the bill of materials can be changed within the effective date filter. Now, while within the effective date filter, you can make edits to the structure of the bill of material in order to get the data you need quicker. There's also controlled versioning on items. This allows for more limitations on what users can make changes to specific items and what kind of items they can make changes to. So by giving specific users access to make changes to items within different categories, we're again able to control what users are able to push forward changes and which ones are just able to consume that data. And lastly, we now have offline generation of SolidWorks drawings. So you can asynchronously generate the DWG and PDF versions of your SolidWorks drawings when you input them in Upchain. And with that, we're going to open it up to any questions that may have arisen during this webinar. Again, if you have any questions, you can input those in the Questions tab on our command window. I'm going to give just a minute or two here for anyone to enter those questions if they want before we wrap up. It doesn't look like we have any questions at this time. However, if you do have questions later, you can always contact us by visiting our website, by phone, or contacting sales support at m2t.com. Thank you for attending.